Former Pakistan Premier Nawaz Sharif has admitted that Islamabad had violated an agreement with India signed by him and ex-Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee in 1999 in an apparent reference to the Kargil intrusion by Gen Pervez Musharraf. The Kargil war this is the big explosive statement that he has made after a historic summit. Actually, Nawaz Sharif and Atal Bihari Vajpayee had signed the Lahore Declaration back in 1999 on the 21st of February to be precise. Now that agreement, it talked about a vision of peace and stability between the two countries. It signaled a breakthrough. Still a few months later, Pakistani intrusion in the Kargil district in Jammu and Kashmir actually led to the Kargil war. Starting in March 1999, Mr. Musharraf, who was the four-star general of the Pakistan Army, ordered the secret infiltration of forces into the Kargil district in Ladakh, and a full-scale war erupted after New Delhi discovered the infiltration, and India won the war while Mr. Sharif was actually the Prime Minister. In fact, Nawaz Sharif also talked about how he was removed from the office of the Prime Minister back in 2017 by then Chief Justice of Pakistan, Saqib Nisar. He said all cases against him were false, while the cases against Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf founder leader Imran Khan were true. Listen in to Mr. Sharif's claims.
वाजपेयी साहब लाहौर तशरीफ लाए, याद है या नहीं याद है? याददाश्त कमजोर है ना आपकी? तो तशरीफ लाए और हमसे आके यहाँ पे मुआहदा किया. ये अलग बात है कि हमने मुआहदे की खिलाफ वर्जी की, उसमें हमारा कसूर है, उसमें हम कसूरवार हैं.
My colleague Mohammad Ghazali has been tracking the latest updates for us as Pakistan is concerned. Ghazali, now in an apparent reference to the Kargil war, the ex-Pakistan Prime Minister has said that it was his country's fault.
Yes, and it's a major admission by Pakistan's former Prime Minister because he was involved in the Lahore Declaration, which was signed in Feb 1999, a couple of months before the Kargil war started. Now, why this is significant? Two reasons. One, that this statement has come at a time when the bilateral relations or relations with Pakistan has hit a new low after the Pulwama attack, and both the countries have downgraded their ties. But Pakistan's former Prime Minister, whose party is in power right now, if admitting openly that how they were the ones who sort of backstabbed India after the declaration, and how Mr. Nawaz Sharif goes on to say that perhaps he was not involved. And there have been many books written about Kargil war, and most of them suggest that perhaps Pervez Musharraf never took Nawaz Sharif in any sort of confidence before this Kargil intrusion took place, and then later it was a war with India. And it also shows that how, if you remember, Indian Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi in many interviews during these elections have hinted that perhaps he doesn't want to spend most attention towards Pakistan or even the foreign policies as such. As we speak to many officials in India also suggest that perhaps Pakistan is of no interest, is what the Indian government's line is, that we are progressing towards a new era, and we don't need to waste our time towards Pakistan because Pakistan keeps stabbing. But this kind of a statement coming from Nawaz Sharif suggests two things. One, that they are at least acknowledging on a public forum that how they were the ones who backstabbed or kind of went back on their words after the Lahore Declaration. And despite that, even it seems that due to their own internal turmoil in Pakistan, the leadership is still willing to mend their ways and to develop ties with India, or to at least improve ties with India.